For today's project, I'm sharing how you can use Cricut Design Space to lay out your scrapbook pages for any theme and for any occasion. Let's get started. Okay, we're in Cricut Design Space and we're going to use the scrapbook layout template that I have. If you sign up for the studio letter, you'll have access to this generic template that you can use for any theme and holiday or occasion. It has photo spots and also frames, titles, and just a little bit of decor like these banners, and also a journaling section. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and change the colors. I'm going to use red and blue for this project. Some of these I may not need, so I'll come back to them later. But the ones that I think I might need, I'm going to go ahead and change the color for them. I'm going to use this banner, but I want it red. This little 2x2, I may or may not be using this. I'll change it for now, but I might hide it later. And this 4x4, I know I'm not going to need this because I have 4x6 photos and I'm going to be adding some elements. So also I want to make sure that all the elements match so that I don't have to worry about them coming out wrong later on. And once you have your colors set up, go ahead and rename your title of your project. I'm just going to add baseball because we're doing a baseball theme. And then I'm going to search for some quick baseball elements. I want a big baseball that I want towards the background, so this one's going to work here. And when we add it to the project, I'm going to change the black outline to match our project, which is going to be blue. So I'll just do some resizing and then go over to the right hand side where we can see the baseball image and click the part that I want to change blue. And then you go to the colors and just change it like that. Very easy. So then I'm going to go ahead and just resize this. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do with it. I know I want it in the background, but I need to figure out the placement. So I'm going to mess with this a little bit. I don't need this circle after all. Let's hide that. And I really don't think I'm going to need that little box either. So let's hide the one on the bottom here, the 2x2. I don't need that either. I just have two photos and some decor. So go back to the baseball, let's make it larger, and I'm going to go ahead and put it behind the two panels that I have here saved for photos. So we'll just do some quick rearranging here and then get started with adding a little bit more detail. Okay, so this is about where I want it. And this banner, I'm going to move out of the way. I want the blue one here in the corner. So I'm going to make it larger, but because it's a subtract element, I can actually modify the way it looks when you make it larger, which is very helpful. So you can kind of edit that as you go and as you need it. And then this one, we're going to flip it around and move it down towards the bottom. And that should look cute there. Just a couple of more adjustments. And then I want to also add a little baseball player here. And this one will be perfect. I'm going to change its size and also make sure it matches with the blue. And then we'll just create an offset. I want to make sure this isn't going to cover the photo that I have planned for this spot. So let's just put him down here and then move some stuff around. And then we'll add an offset just so that it kind of pops off the page. Because I will be having a pattern background on paper, so we don't want it to be too busy. So that white offset works. We're going to make sure it is grouped together so I can move him around without messing up the alignment, and that looks pretty good. And now I'll just be adding this baseball word here. Not sure where I'm going to put it, but I definitely do want to have an offset on that so it also pops off the page. So we'll just adjust that a little bit, change the color to white, and then that'll be actually blue, and then that'll be a good spot for where we're going to have the title. So I might move that around when I actually create the layout in person because I want to be mindful of the photo and I don't want to cover any images in the photo or any people in the photos. And then down here on the subtitle, I'm moving it down here to a journal page. I'm changing it to a written font. It's going to be pen. Instead of cutting, we're going to be writing here, and I don't like my penmanship so much, so I want to use this font so that I have something nice for the title. And I'll add a few words or points of that, memories of that day here later on, but for now that works there. And then make sure it's all attached to the actual journal page. And anything that we're not going to be using, I'm going to go ahead and hide. I don't want to delete anything because I may or may not want to start over or rearrange this later on for another page that coordinates. So I like to hide everything so I can use it again later. And then I don't need these 4x6 photo placeholders because we're not actually cutting those white panels. Those are just representing the photo that's going to be put on top of these frames. Now we're going to click Make, and we can check all the pages that we're going to need, all the different colors, make sure that everything is maximized. We have as many shapes on one page that can fit as possible. And then we'll go ahead and click Continue. And of course you can use pattern paper, solid paper, whatever you want to do. And then we'll move over to the Cricut. Okay, so here we are at the Cricut. I have my Cricut Explorer 3, my mat, my light grip mat, and the different colors of paper that I'm going to use for this project, and also my 0.4 tip black Cricut pen. So let's get started. Okay, so we have all our cuts in this little box here, and now we can put the Cricut away and start assembling the scrapbook page. So you want to make sure you have any adhesive that you're going to be using, and of course your photos. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really quick, and then I'll come back when it's all complete. Okay, so it's all set. I have added my pictures, I organized the layout, I also added a few stars and a couple of little embellishments that I had in a baseball theme pack. So just to finish off the whole spread. So I hope you found this project helpful for you. Make sure that you sign up for my studio letter so that you have access to the baseball layout and also just the generic layout that you can use for any theme. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them below, and as always, thank you for watching. See you next time.